Hi, everyone. Good evening. I don't know where you're calling from. Thank you so much, everyone, for coming in today. Hello, everyone. I can see. Hello, everyone. I can see everyone here. Thank you so much for coming in. Today is a very interesting day. As usual, we hold these live events every Sunday, 6 p.m. GMT, which is the UK time. And we've got a special guest today. So you might see me looking at my mobile phone just to make sure that I get him right on time. We're going to be talking about the COVID-19 vaccine. Do we take it or not? And what we need to know. You know, now, before I will bring the guest in, first of all, I need to tell you a little bit about the guest. Now, his name is Dr. Aloya. He's a medical advocate who is trained in both pediatric and internal medicine. He's a medical doctor with extensive broad-based training, clinical expertise in over 3 continents. Okay, Dr. Aloya is here now. So here we are. Hello, doctor. Glad to have you here. So,
hello. Greetings from New Jersey.
Thank you so much, doctor. So glad to have you here. Thank you so much. So, I was just talking about you now. So, Dr. Aloya is a medical officer. He was a medical officer under Conditions with the Center for Diseases. I hope I pronounced it well, CDC. New York Quarantine Center, March 2015 to May 2016, where he carried out tertiary screening, contact risk stratification, and disposition of the highly contagious Ebola virus on individuals who have traveled to designated Ebola risk zones. Also, Dr. Nelson is an ambassador for peace by the Universal Peace Federation and is currently the president of New Jersey Medical Association, New Jersey. I hope I got that right. But I want to say welcome here today, doctor. So, doctor has gone off the screen. What happened there? Okay, you know, yeah. So he'll be coming back again on the screen. Maybe he just went off, but he's got a broad base of medical expertise, and I feel that he's the right person to discuss about this. Do we need to take it or not? Okay. So many people have said they don't need it. Why should I take it? So it's good for us to hear from a medical personnel and find out, do we really need to take this vaccine or not? There's so much propaganda going around, so many things happening everywhere, so many people saying different things. Vivian Shell Charity Group is here. Mega shout out to you. So we want to find out, do we need to take this vaccine or not? Now, Dr. Nelson is back. Okay, Dr. Nelson is a doctor. Dr. Uentos, thank you so much for being here.
Well, it's technology. What can you say?
So glad to have you here. So we're just going to go straight in to the question for the day. So let me get it out. Thank you so much for the time. I know you've got a very busy schedule and everyone wants you, but thank God I got you for today.
It's a pleasure. Well, greetings from New Jersey. I know a lot of your guests are in the UK, right?
Yeah, quite a lot of them. But people are watching from UK, the Philippines, Germany, America. We've got 551 people watching so far with us. So quite a lot. It's quite a lot. Everybody wants to know that. So let's start off. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
I guess we'll have a very frank conversation. I will say it. I'm Nigerian and I'm very blunt, so I'll say it in a very Nigerian way, and then we'll be very frank with one another, really, with the whole facts, straight up. No, the Americans would say no BS. So we're gonna tell you the way. Today is gonna be a sitting in the. It's like a kitchen round table, so we're gonna have that discussion. So go ahead.
That's good. So tell us about yourself, first of all.
Well, like I said, I'm Nigerian. I was born in Nigeria, schooled, grew up in Nigeria. My father was a military officer, so I got to move around the whole country. Got to learn the culture, the language of both the North, the East, and the West. Originally from what would I say now? It's funny how they do things in Nigeria. You're born in one place, that's where you claim your father is another place, you claim your father's place. But I was actually born in Benin City, which is now Edo State, and then it was still Delta State. My dad is Isoko, so obviously, no, it was Bendel State, sorry. So my dad is Isoko, now I'm Delta, so I'm from Isoko North. So I'm Delta. And so I schooled all around. Went to the Great Ahmadu University where I trained, finished, and then moved to the United States where I trained again and did training in medicine and pediatrics, and became assistant professor at Rutgers University. That's a New Jersey Medical School here in New Jersey, in Newark, New Jersey, and presently an attending physician at the Newark Beth Israel Medical Center in New Jersey as well. So Jersey is home for me, and like you said, I'm a medical advocate. I advocate medically for my people, for people of color and people who have been disenfranchised medically. And we know the whole story of what's going on here in the United States and across the world, especially when it comes to the Black and brown people. I've held a couple of positions. The immediate past president of the New Jersey Medical Association, which is the Association of Black Doctors in the state. As a matter of fact, the first non-Black, non-Nigerian, non-American born to hold that post in the state. And I was the immediate past president of AMPA, which is the Association of Nigerian Physicians in the Americas. And currently, I'm very proudly to say, the president of the Nigerian American Public Affairs Committee in APAC USA. So our role, and my role at that time together, is to create a platform for policies and politics of the Nigerian Americans here in the United States. We have lived there, contributed. You all see the story in the video that Nigerians are the most educated, most this, most that. But we do have political power and political prowess here in the United States. That's because we've always lived and worked in silos. Nobody, know what the other person is doing. For some reason, there's just been so very much unhealthy competition among us here in the United States and amongst all Nigerians, basically across the world. But that needs to stop. So our role is to bring all of us together using APAC platform and collaborating with other physicians, other associations of Nigerian extracts and Friends of Nigeria to create the platform where we identify, support, mentor, elevate, and sponsor individuals with the trust and the capacity to lead here in the United States for policies and politics. So some of those names you've seen around who got into political positions here in the United States, NAPAC has been very influential and helpful with that. They did an amazing job. The guys in NAPAC members in Georgia, we say we saved the country because they really did do an amazing job in helping John Ossoff. If you know John Ossoff, you hear the story in the Senate, so that President Joe Biden can do his work right now. Otherwise, it would have been difficult. And with the other gentleman, I keep forgetting his name, Waldorf or something, they put together that African coalition that helped him get into power. And he was very magnanimous enough to come back to thank the African Committee and APAC for the great work they've done. So all of that on the political space we're doing again. And as I call myself a medical advocate, so I combine medicine and the political and policy aspect of management. So that's where I am, and that's where we're going to push around.
Oh my God. I wish I was in America now.
Well,
I would have come to one political post.
You can come visit.
This is good because I really love that empowerment that is coming from the Black community and NAPA coming to enable them, because sometimes we work in a disassociation. I don't want to use the word disassociation because some people might not agree with what I'm saying. Yeah, we work in silos. We work in it's like no man is an island on their own. We all need to work together as a team, to achieve something. Well, I always tell people, one hand can wash the body clean. Both hands need to be.
Well, which is a fact. I mean,
Yeah,
I say this now, that power, I'm sure a lot of people have heard me say this over and over, and I'll say it every time.
yeah,
Power is most effective when concentrated.
yeah.
Until you concentrate that power, it's difficult. So how do we begin to concentrate that power? By identifying individuals in different spaces where they occupy and bringing them all up together and creating that linkage, that link. So that link, I mean, you're in UK, London somewhere, and I'm in
Yeah.
Hillside, New Jersey, and this is what we're doing. So we must begin to identify those powers, connect them together so that we can become impactful. And for those who are listening back home, I must tell you, there's an awakening and a reckoning in the Black consciousness. So
That's good.
if you do not understand that, please research and know that, look, if you're not part of it, you'll be left behind. So Black is power, and there's no doubt, and we're here and we're coming.
That's good. Black is power. I like that. That's good. I like us coming together.